Hey there, AfterBuzzers. This is Total Divas, and you're looking at Season 8, Episode number 7, Chase Your Dreams, where Paige and Nia try out a 9-to-5 hustle. Lana is getting ready for her match. Nikki and Rusev are planning a birthday for little Birdie, and Rusev is ready for a kid. Make sure you stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Where did this song come from?
I was watching Women's Evolution. Did you check it out?
I will.
I know, y'all, if you remember, if you watched last week, I said, hey, just call me for the password. I gave you the password real quick.
She never gives me the password.
Did you send me a text message? Because I have receipts. I'm like Cardi B. I don't get no text message from you saying you want a password.
But if you offer somebody something, you go and give it to them,
but
right?
if you want it, then you just say, hey, what's the password? My friend did that with Hulu. I gave her my Hulu account. There are about 10 people on my Hulu account right now.
Well, I need to be on the HBO account.
Well, I have one of those too, but you don't call folks.
Well, hey there, AfterBuzzers. Sorry, my voice is a little like, I don't know what's going on today, but hopefully I'm not getting a cold because we don't do colds over this way. But we only have one panelist today besides myself.
What's up, y'all? My name is TK Trinidad. I don't know where everybody else is. Well, we know where Leslie is, but everybody else, I don't know.
I don't know who everybody else is, so. Oop. I threw my own shade. Oh my gosh, that was kind of funny. I cracked myself up. But anyway, let's get straight into this episode. It's called Chasing Your Dreams. I feel like, the only one who's really chasing their dreams right now is Lana. So is this just her episode?
Well, yeah, Lana and Rusev, because Rusev has dreams too that he wants to.
That's true. So what did you think overall for this?
Well, according to the GM of AfterBuzz, Joseph Bosa, he said it's another filler episode, which I agree. It's like,
yes.
It almost feels like, and I've never watched Big Brother, so correct me if I'm wrong. It almost feels like an episode of Big Brother where you're just watching people just do some stuff.
Yeah, I was not really into this episode. I have to really be honest about that. I was not into this episode. Mm-hmm. It was a little slow. It was kind of boring, especially from last week's episode. And then I feel like with them, as we'll get into predictions, with them next week going on another trip.
If they show it.
Right. And them going on another trip, I feel like he's right. This is more like a
filler episode. I don't know what's going on. Like, I feel like they could have well, no, it's probably the turnover is probably too crazy, but they could have inserted something, especially with Evolution that just passed. They could have done so many other things and just like, we just here.
Right. I feel like they should kind of keep up with Evolution just passing, even though I didn't watch it. Sorry. I will watch it. I will. I'll make time to do that while she's over there shaking her head. Anyways, I feel like they could do stuff that's closer to the time frames of now.
Yeah, it's
like
kind of way off now.
Yeah, it's like super way off. So they started out with Lana doing her SmackDown match, and she is competing, qualifying match for the Money in the Bank. And she wins. So now she's going to do her ladder match for Money in the Bank. And they go down to San Diego to for her to train with Bryan. Mm-hmm. Was this weird for you?
No, because I think she trained with Natalia's dad. And I think she did train with Bryan before because Brie got mad at Bryan. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but I think Brie got mad at Bryan because this is before he came back. No, actually, no,
that
it might have been
TJ.
a TJ. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
that was TJ.
I mean, Bryan's excellent. So why not go and get different things from different folks? It's kind of one of those things that if you want to be in the best in whatever your industry is, study the best.
Right.
So, she has access to these people, then use them.
Right. Because Nikki was all like, I think it's weird that her and Brie, Rusev, Bryan, and Lana are hanging out.
I mean, probably because they don't live in the same state. They probably don't travel in the cars together, all that stuff. But, again, if you want something, you can go to the folks.
Right. So they go down there so that they can really train for her match. While they're training, do you think that she's doing like a good job? Does it seem like she...
I don't know. We were talking about this on Women's Wrestling Really. If you didn't see, we had a great person on the show. It's almost like Eva Marie, because she had mentioned that she wanted to come back to wrestling as well. It's one of those things where if you watch Breakfast Club, Lunel was on Breakfast Club, I think today, and she said that sometimes people are born with it and some people work towards, and some people try to work towards and they just don't have it because that's just not their calling. So some people were like born like athletic, born wrestlers, born this. And I don't necessarily think that's Lana. She could work hard at it.
I feel like she's working hard at it compared to Eva Marie. She was just terrible.
Well, Eva Marie did. There were episodes where she was training. She went down to NXT, and apparently, correct me if I'm wrong in live chat, she was doing well in NXT. So again, you could work at something, but it doesn't mean it's you. When I was in the track team, I had one girl. She never worked out. This girl drank. She drank the night before the relay, and she still came in first. I was hot because I came in second, and I didn't drink.
Yeah, some people are just naturals. So you can't knock them for that.
Yeah, I'm not shading her.
But
I'm just saying that's not that. Like, it's just, it didn't come natural to her, so she has to work hard at it. If her work hard makes her eventually become great, then that's fine. But if her work hard doesn't, then there might be a moment where she has to take to herself, like, I've been working at this for 5 years, and I'm still
not doing that great.
Not doing that great. Then you have to
Well,
look
I
at
felt
it.
like with her training with Bryan, she did look like she was on to something.
Yeah, but there's people who are practice champs. Like, you look great in practice, and then you get there, and then you look like trash.
Well, yeah, that could be with nerves too, though.
Still practice champ. That's not my problem.
Still, but it could be with nerves, and that has to be something else that they have to work out. I personally love Lana, and I want to see her do really good. I am fighting for her.
Too. I love her too. Well, I don't be loving
because
everybody.
she's consistent about what she wants, and
Right.
I feel like that's what it's not always about talent. It really is about consistency.
Correct. However, if again, like, I want the best, like, she is working hard, and I believe people who work hard should get what they want, but sometimes that's just not for them. That's just something they want, and their path is somewhere else. So, I want her to do well, but maybe her path is to be, an amazing producer. I don't know.
I feel like she
I want her to do well.
I feel like she did well. Yeah,
Well, speaking from shade, this is shade, but no shade. You didn't watch Evolution, like, not to say shading Lana at all.
Was
but
she in Evolution
you need to, like,
not doing that great?
Watch Lana beyond Total Divas.
But
You want to have like, you want to
great?
do like a little YouTube thing as we're watching. You want me to come over when we watch Raw and SmackDown? What?
But I don't know about all that.
How can we make you great?
In watching WWE, I'm
WWE.
already great, so don't get it twisted. I'm already great. So watching WWE, I need to get better at. I know, and I am.
Well, no, I can appreciate the fact that she's consistent. She's consistently harassing people to get better. I can definitely appreciate that. I'm on board with that.
I definitely do. Speaking of harassing people to get better, Paige and Nia tried a 9-to-5 hustle. This was something very different for Paige.
I mean, I shouldn't even say respect. I love the fact that some people are lucky / driven / they know what they want young enough that this is what they've been doing for however long.
Right. I envy those people.
Yeah, envy is the word. But the unfortunate thing is, like, this is experience with a lot of people that I know, and even coming out of track when I was finished, is like, what am I doing now? I've spent 15 years training every day.
Right.
And now I can't do that anymore. So what am I going to do? And in the back of your mind, you're thinking, okay, well, I could do this and this, but you aren't putting in the work because, like, when I was in school during the summer, I didn't do internships. I was training. So I didn't do all that stuff to prep for all this stuff. So when the day came, I had an idea, but I didn't really know.
Honestly, I just felt like this was kind of like a filler story. I felt like this is a storyline from back in season, I think it was 2. Correct me in the chat. I think it was season 2 when they had one episode where Nikki was, even though she is a realtor, she was going through the same thing. Like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do now. I know that I won't always have this life, and I know I have to find something else to
supplement
do.
the income, too.
Yeah, I felt like it was kind of one of these.
But
trying to be in a fun way, like, oh, we're going to make it a competition. But,
I know. I wish she would have done stuff that she may have wanted to do. Like, I know she ain't gonna be going to work at no pizzeria.
Right.
No,
they worked at the pizzeria. They worked at the petty bike thing.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
The petty cab. The petty cab. That should be your job, the petty cab.
Hell no. But if you want me to diss some petty, because I asked for Gabby in the chat.
You need to have a cab where you just ride around dishing out the petty
I ain't riding
fee.
nowhere. Gabby said that watching WWE will make you greater. By the way, this Gabby in the chat. Just
greater with what? With what? The show?
I don't know. You answer,
I'm
Gabby.
already great.
You answer, Gabby. I'm just passing along I'm just doing my job. I'm just showing them to do my job. My job is to look at the chat, make sure everybody's, happy.
So they did the pizzeria, the pedicab, and the bowling alley. And Nia ended up winning the competition, which I feel like Nia has probably had more regular jobs.
Yeah, Paige has been wrestling. She's like 11 or 13 or something.
Yeah, she said like 12, 13.
Yeah. I can't wait for her movie to come out. I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm not.
You
Silence.
just need a shade button.
I'm just saying. I'm like, she's acting.
She's not acting in it.
What is she doing?
It's her life story.
Oh, yes, that's right. No. I don't care.
Her life story is her mom. Her whole family is like a wrestling dynasty. They have a wrestling promotion overseas. Her mom still wrestles. Her brother still. I think the whole family still wrestles. The fact that she made it to WWE at such a young age and had a belt, then got the neck injury, and now she's a manager. That's not a story right there. Mm-mm. Wow.
Not one that I want to watch. Not one that I'm interested in watching.
Okay, next topic.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I have to be honest. Is that something to really like? Are you really excited about that?
Yeah, being a person that ran away from home when they were 17 to achieve their dream, like I'm all for it. I love those stories where it's about like this, essentially what the title of this episode. It's about the dream. If your dream is this and you sacrificed everything, like I don't know if you should read my stories. I was in my feelings 2 nights ago, but like I was on a Greyhound with $25 in my pocket at 17, alone, from Canada to here, and I made it. Like, I love dreams like that.
Round of applause for you, really. Like,
well, I'll just make sure,
story.
In this case, like, just mark this. Don't ask me when the book comes out for free. You're going to have to pay for it.
Oh,
everybody in the chat, y'all can get it. You're obviously not seeing.
I always support people. Like, I will support these AfterBuzzers with their YouTube channel.
You on one today. Hey, AfterBuzzers, our network produces after shows for nearly all your favorite TV shows, from dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more. And there is no network that works harder to serve television fans. But we need your help. We're asking you to please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. If you're worried about those pesky notifications, don't be, because they are optional. So hit that subscribe button now for this channel and check out our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels, AfterBuzz TV Wrestling. We had Raylan from WoW Superstars was on today, and we have a lot more people coming on, some people from WWE in the next couple weeks. Anyways, let us know that you did in the comments, and we'll thank you on air. For now, thanks for being the best fans and for helping us. Why are you laughing? For helping us be the ESPN of TV talk. I can't promo.
I'm just laughing at you because you're funny. I can't laugh.
And check me out on Steve Harvey tomorrow.
She's trying to get a boyfriend, guys, but that's beside the. Speaking of boyfriend / we'll say, speaking of not even husbands, Rusev was on one this episode.
Why? He was passionate about having babies.
He was passionate about having babies. He was planning birthday parties. Mm-hmm. Like, he just went all in.
I am all for birthday parties. Y'all know, if you know me, birth season 6 weeks long. I'm about celebrating people's birthday party. I had a friend. He wasn't doing nothing for his birthday. I put something together in less than 30 minutes. We went everywhere, made sure he had a good birthday that he could remember. I remember there's one time when I wasn't into the birth seasons in college. Didn't have a plan for my birthday. Didn't want to say anything to anybody. This one dude, just like the friend, like not even like that. We went, we watched TV, ordered pizza, and I still remember that for today because he took the time out to like I see you.
So you feel like Rusev took the time out?
Yeah, he didn't have to do that.
I wonder if, that's a great question. I wonder if his Bulgarian, like, if they do like a birth season. I feel like you're the only person I know who does 6 weeks worth of your birthday.
You don't need to know anybody else.
Overload.
Knowing me is a privilege.
Oh,
I believe, and people could have different opinion. Of course, the baby is not going to remember their first birthday.
yeah, but it's nice to have everybody
nice.
celebrate it.
I think a lot of people have those pictures of their first birthday where you have a whole bunch of people that you don't even know who they are, but you dress in the pretty dress or, the pants, slacks, whatever you have. Like, I have those pictures. And it's like, it was cool that my parents took the time out to, like, they were happy. They were happy that I was there because, I'm a great child. They were happy that I was there. They happened to have a celebration. It's all good.
A great child who ran away at 17. Okay.
I ran away at 17 to get a scholarship. I didn't become a stripper. I wasn't a pimp. I wasn't a prostitute. I was not a streetwalker. I got a full ride scholarship to Oregon. Thank you.
A stripper, a streetwalker, and a pimp ain't a bad thing. They getting their money too. But we're talking about Birdie. But
Okay.
Birdie is only...
When you have daughters, let's talk.
Birdie is one.
Mm-hmm.
This was her 13-month.
They missed it by
One.
a month, so what?
But I actually can't agree. I thought it was nice. I thought he, like, his Bulgarian traditions. I like that. Nikki kind of let him
I'm not so sure about the foot in the bread thing. I don't know.
No, I thought that was cute. That was super cute.
I mean, I'd rather do the foot in the cement and that you, like, remember. Like, the foot in the bread, then you eat pieces of the bread. Don't know. I need to know the history behind that to get on board with that.
But it's like you're eating the feet, which is, I mean, it's already baked, so it's probably...
Gabby wants me to plan her birthday next year. Let's talk. I'm about birthdays.
She's about 6-week-long birthdays.
I am about...
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I have a birth season. If you two want to have a birth season, I can help you plan that out. If you just want to celebrate the day, I could help you plan that out too. I am all about birthdays.
Mine is next Tuesday, so let's see what you do.
Are you asking me to do something, or are you telling me to do something?
You just said you're a birthday person.
Yeah.
I'm just saying mine is next Tuesday.
Knowing you already have plans. Would you have a date or something?
No, I actually don't have plans.
I mean, you should have birthday sex. Cue that song. You better cue that song on the way out.
No.
For your birthday.
No,
Is that next
thank you.
Tuesday?
This is a spiritual moment for
We'll ask
me
her about
and
it.
my birthday. Like Birdie and her birthday she was picking out they had her picking out her choice
I do like that.
of what she's going to be.
I do like that. That's really interesting.
I thought it was cute too.
Yeah.
I thought it was a really cute moment. I loved how they had the different, I thought that is a great tradition where your child kind of picks what they want to be. She ended up picking a chef.
Yeah.
I don't think she's going to be no chef, but
Why don't you think so?
I don't know.
It's funny how there's certain things in childhood where, like, you think about it and you might do something along that line. Like, I wanted to be a music producer, but there was nobody in my circle, in my family circle, that, like, knew anything about it. So I didn't even know where to start.
Yeah, but if you're naturally gifted in something, then you can do it.
Well, that's why I gravitate towards producing things. Like, I like controlling stuff. I like planning stuff out.
Clearly, you like control.
I'm gifted. It's my gift.
She's touched. I don't know about gifted,
Touched
but
by
definitely
God.
touched.
Yeah. 17 on the road by herself. Everybody was just paying me no mind, and I was just going through. Managed to get all that done. That is a gift. Thank you, Jesus.
Well, yep. Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, I wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be together. Look at all that. Look how God works.
My gosh, I can't with her today.
You are a lucky individual.
Oh,
if you pray
by
at
the
night, you should say
way.
thank you, God.
All of our iTunes listeners, everybody on the
Spotify.
chat, Spotify, make sure, happy Halloween, first of all. And if you don't celebrate it, just forget that I said it. And also make sure that you give us 5 stars. Anything else is unacceptable. So I'm here to tell you.
Talking about control, right?
So it's unacceptable. We need 5 stars. So make sure you guys get on and give those 5 stars.
Oh, and then Lauren says my hair's on fleek, so check out Rastafari Braid. They hooked me up with all my hairstyles, so definitely check them out. They have some good selection for y'all. So,
well, this is real, so I can't tell you where to go.
Something.
But yes, so
that
speaking
was shade.
of,
If you didn't get that, it's black on black crime right there.
Speaking of Rusev playing this birthday party, he also discussed that he wanted to have kids right now, and Lana was like not feeling that. So I believe this was his way of feeling like, oh, I got, I can give that or have that kid moment. What did you think about him wanting Lana to have kids right now?
I mean, I can't. They appear to be happy. It's no different.
You're the worst person to ask this question to.
Why?
Because you want a whole football team.
I just want 5.
Okay, you want a whole basketball team.
There's a reason behind that. There's science. Because you're the only child, right? That explains a lot. That explains where all the shade comes from. I'm just repelling the shade, but the shade started with you. You are like the incubator of the shade.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. We need to rewind that tape.
No. Anyways. So what do you think about him wanting Lana to have kids right now?
I mean, it's the same with anything else. Rusev can only speak for Rusev. He doesn't know what it's like to be a woman. He doesn't know the pressures of careers. Like, he doesn't know all those things that come with being a woman. And then being a woman athlete, a woman wrestler, trying to still get to place in her career. She's not in the play. She might be, she might not. For instance, you could look at Rosa. She was there for, I think, almost 10 years or something like that. She had her baby. She didn't make a necessary comeback. Now she's trying to come back. Now she's injured. Now she can come back again. But Brie was in a good place in her career to get pregnant. So I think Lana is trying to wait for that time, a better place in her career where she can go. She's established herself. She can get pregnant. People won't forget her. And, then she can come back. I think that's what she's waiting for. But it just seems like WWE likes her, if that makes sense.
Right.
There's certain people that are like, well, WWE might get rid of them. They're not necessarily major players. But the fact that she's on the show consistently, Total Divas is one thing. Mm-hmm. And the fact that they brought her back on the show, despite the fact that people are yelling at her saying she can't wrestle during the show. All that stuff. And the fact her husband is Rusev all plays very well in her part.
Right.
So, it's possible. But again, as a woman, you're thinking about, these are things I want to achieve. And what am I going to tell my kids? Or will I be happy if I don't achieve it? Right. And I have these kids? Like, will that ruin the balance of the happiness? So there's a lot of things she's dealing with, and Rusev just wants kids.
Right. I feel like it was a great discussion because I feel like nowadays that's what's happening. Like, women are wanting their careers more, and men aren't really understanding that sometimes we want to be able to have our career and then worry about having a child, because a child is a lot. Like, it's a lot.
Well, the thing too is women are having kids later in life, which is
for their career,
which is a whole nother thing, because you are seeing some women that are able to do both, or try to do that both. So you might get to a point where you want to have a kid, but now you can't have a kid, and now will your husband or will yourself think about, well, I could have had this kid at this point and I chose not to for my career. Am I happy?
But I don't think so, because I feel like if you're consistent and you get your career, that's why I feel like this was a great conversation on this show, mm-hmm. because it's happening, and it's a conversation that's happening a lot. Right. And I just feel like it was a great conversation, and I understand where she's coming from, her ambition and her wanting her career. Mm-hmm. Women are starting to wait longer to have their kids, and nothing is wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with that. Yes and
no. Women. Jay-Z said 40 is new 20 or whatever he said is. Yes and no. You look good. You're healthy. We have all these stuff that make us live longer. However, that does not change what's inside of us.
That's true.
Your eggs are still going to get old.
But you still have so many options now.
You do
for anything across the board that you want to do. You have so many options.
You do,
now.
But that costs money.
Exactly. But if you already have your career, you should have the money to be able to do those options.
But you're
easily.
Also banking that you will have the career that you want. What if you don't get there?
You should if you're going to. I feel like most women who are up on the ladder, who know they're going someplace, are the ones who take that risk.
Right.
So most of the time, they are the ambitious one who chase their dreams, like this episode, and they get to where they want it to.
That doesn't
mean
everybody gets there. If everybody got there, then we wouldn't have bus drivers.
But still, this is what I'm saying. I just said it. Most women who actually take that road that say, I don't want to have a kid right now, I want my career, are already on the path to a good career.
But then you're actually, blocking my camera, by the way. So then you also have the possibility that you're in the career, and then stress happens and the health issue happens because you're getting older. I'm all for the career, trust me. But it's just like you also have to take that chance that it might not happen. You might also have to take that chance that where you thought, oh, I can freeze my eggs and I'm going to be good, those might not work. You see, This Is Us, they had 8 eggs, it whittled down to 1 real quick. So, you have to take that chance, okay, may have to get somebody else. So that's going to be very costly. So if you're not planning for that in addition to, like, if you think that I'm just going to get pregnant just because, then that's going to be a whole nother thing.
I feel like anybody who decides to make that decision will be.
Okay.
I feel like, for instance, with them talking about it, I'm pretty sure when she hits a certain age, if she is still want her career, she's going to take the options to do that. And I feel like it's also like buying a house. If you are planning to do that, even as a career woman, you're going to start setting that aside, or you're going to start looking into the options to do it early enough so that you can set that to.
But you also remember that climbing up the ladder corporately and climbing up the ladder in WWE is 2 different things. Hopefully she doesn't. She can get injured. WWE could say, nah, we're not about it, and we'll keep your husband, but we won't keep you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know. You can't.
But then if Rusev wants it, he can pay for it.
Right. But I'm just saying then.
So she ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah. But the whole thing is she's talking about her career. Right. And her career is essentially rested in WWE's hands. So hypothetically, if she's working to get this career, she spends 3-4 years getting this career and she's still in the same position and WWE cuts her, then she could have had kids 4 years ago.
But she can have them now then.
She could. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, I think she's thinking about all these things career-wise, but when you're working for somebody, they ain't thinking about you like that. Gone are the days where you're with a company 15, 20 years. So, like, she also has to take that in consideration that WWE may have her best interest now, but they might be a whole new regime and they not feeling her.
But then you can go the traditional route and then try to have a baby. Like, it's a backup. It's really, at this point for them, I feel like, and for her, it's a backup.
Right.
Her career is first. Whether they get rid of her or not, the baby is a backup.
But then would she want to do indies to continue? You know what I'm saying? Like,
we'll let her do her career.
I would love to know what her vision of where her top is, if that makes sense. Like, what's your definition of making the top?
Where she feels like she's. But I think it's gonna be like what Nikki or what Brie told her is kind of like a gut feeling. Like, it's a gut feeling. Like, I want my career. Personally, I relate to what she was saying because I want my career.
Wait, how many kids do you want?
More than I want a kid. If anything, 2. That's it.
That's it? Yeah.
3 by accident. That's it. I don't want any more than that. I only want 2. I only want 2 so they don't have to be an only child like me. But that's it.
Yeah, it explains a lot. You definitely need more than 1.
Whatever. That's why I'm great, because I got to be great all on my own by myself. But so yeah, I felt like that was a really good issue and a topic for them to be discussing. And all in all, I think Rusev was a great partner and a great husband. And when he ended on saying, like, he sees her ambition and he doesn't want to do the kid thing right now because he wants her to be able to have her career.
And I think that's awesome because I think Rusev from the coming to America, like, first off,
he has his traditions.
I don't think he was about that. So
No.
I think he's now seeing both sides. So good for him. Or he saw it before and they were just like, let's just play this up storyline off.
Right. I thought well, I hope not. Anyway, if they did, it was still a great discussion.
Yeah, we had a great discussion.
Whatever. No, I'm just playing. We did. It was a great discussion.
Shade for everything.
Which wraps up our episode, guys. Oh my gosh, that went by so fast. Is there any news?
Well, Nikki was just talking about the divas. You know, there's like a... My bad. I'm not used to this. Is usually like Leslie's job, but you know.
I know. Sorry, we went there. We supposed to do shade first, but we're doing news right now. We're gonna do news right now because he turned on the music already.
So do you know the difference between like the diva belt and the women's championship belt?
No.
So at one point that's where Total Divas comes. It was like a diva belt.
Okay.
And I believe 2 years ago, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, they changed it to a women's championship belt, just like the men's championship belt. So there's, no different versus divas. Now, to some people and some wrestlers, female wrestlers, they think the word diva is, a negative connotation. When you think of diva, you're thinking of like,
right. They're trying to do it superstar.
Right. So Nikki was talking about how it shouldn't be a negative connotation. It just should be a mark in the era. Like, okay, they were part of the Divas division. Without the Divas, we wouldn't have Women's Evolution. So that's kind of what main thing that she was talking about. And also Survivor Series is coming up November 18th. And we're going to see a lot of the ladies there. I don't know. Did we see? I don't think we saw the Bellas on Raw this week. I don't think so. So it'll be interesting to see if they're gonna be in it. They all had definitely a great I want to say Royal Rumble, but that's not what it was. A great match in Evolution. Nia won. So congratulations to Nia.
Congratulations, Nia. Don't hate on me.
So she has the opportunity to pretty much go against the champion, but Ronda's going against Charlotte through Survivor Series. So we'll see how that storyline all plays out. But I'm excited for Nia. I'm hoping she's going to have a really good storyline because the last one, how it ended, was kind of
not so great.
Not so. No bueno.
Well, does that wrap it up for news?
I mean, if I go any more, then I'll just lose you. So, yeah.
Oh, God. All she has to say is that wraps up news.
I'm going to do it like Leslie. That is the end of news.
Oh my God.
Miss you, Leslie.
Now make sure, I know we do miss you, Leslie, if you're in the chat. Now throw on your shades because it's time to talk about our shadiest moment.
It's a good shade moment.
What was your shadiest
I
moment?
think like the fact that Nikki from the moment like Rusev came up with the idea, she's like, if this goes totally the opposite direction, I'm throwing Rusev out of the butt. Like she already had a game plan. Like if this goes sideways, I'm blaming Rusev. Rusev is gonna fall on that sword. Like that's kind of shady. Like I'm not even.
I thought the most shadiest moment of this episode was when they had to dig through the trash to look at to find the lady's glasses.
I ain't doing it. How much your glasses cost? Let's buy you a pair.
Right, her bifocals. She needed her bifocals.
Ain't doing it.
So yeah, that was my shadiest moment, and that was your shadiest moment. So look, the shadiest moments wrapped up so quickly. Let us know what your shadiest moment was in the chat. We did see them last time, so let us know.
Yeah. Lauren said we need women's tag team champion belt. I think we do, but I think it's gonna be they need to figure out how they're gonna do it. Whether they're gonna be Raw and SmackDown, if they're gonna do like one thing, if they're gonna do a women's show. They need to decide all that first, and they first need to decide what they're going to do with the women's locker rooms in SmackDown and Raw, because there's some women, a la Trinity, that we don't see every week, and there's a lot of women who don't have good storylines. So I think we need to clean all that up first, like almost like how NXT has some really great storylines. Do that, and then do the tag team, because we have tag team, then we might not see anybody on TV for a while. So just putting out there, like I want that too, but. Bosa says Leslie treats the segment like it was her own show. Agreed. She did a really great job. She'll be back soon, hopefully. Cross fingers.
Right. We do cross our fingers. We miss you, Leslie.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, so we got our predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I feel like we haven't seen Trinity. Did we see her last episode?
No.
Hopefully we see Trinity. I mean, they teased us, but they teased us like 2 weeks ago and we didn't see her.
They did.
It appears like she wants to move to Atlanta. She can get an apartment out there, but it's not that far. Florida, Atlanta, that's like a hop, skip, and jump.
From Pensacola, it's a little far.
But I mean, it's not LA. She want to move to LA, it'd be a whole different beast. But I think that John, his family's in Pensacola, so I mean that's an issue. That's
his
all.
Kids are there.
Yeah, that's a whole issue when you have
kids.
Dudes with kids or like big families. I always take that into consideration because it's like when they have the big families, I have to take that into account. Like how close are you? Like you want to move to Canada or don't you? So that's always a thing. I mean, your president's kind of wilding out. But the fight looks really good. I hope they do show that between Lana and Paige. That would be a good, interesting poll question. I don't know if we do poll questions anymore, but who do you have, Lana or Paige?
I'm gonna say Paige.
Yeah, I feel like Paige.
I feel like Lana will buck, but Paige.
Yeah, I think
definitely.
Paige would do a stiff one to the Cheech area.
Right,
real quick.
she's a little wild. She's a wild child. For real.
You expect like we gonna do like square up? She's like, nah, son, punch to the Cheech.
So yeah, they have their bonding trip moment next week, and then Trinity talks about. I know because the things have been out of. We're saying hopefully because the trailers have actually been out of whack lately. So we really don't know what's going to happen next week. It's like they give us surprise episodes. But they're supposed to have a bonding trip, and Trinity's supposed to talk to John about wanting to move to LA. I mean, to ATL. I want to see how that conversation goes down.
I know, because John don't look like he about to have that.
I know, and I do want to see I definitely want to see their trip and why they are getting into it. I wonder if it's a valid point.
It's probably made Paige just like, you here, Rizzle.
Well, we'll see. We'll see why Lana is getting a little buck with Paige. We're going to see. That wraps up our episode. Happy Halloween, everybody. Where can they find you?
You can find me on everything at TK Trinidad. Also, actually follow me on my social media. Some popping things happening.
I'm Monique Loveless, and you can find me everywhere at Ms. Mo Loveless. That's MS Mo Loveless. And make sure you check out my website, MoniqueLoveless.com. And we will see you next week.
Ciao.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.